Back for some maths. As you can see, we're subtracting fractions today. Hopefully, some of you are already sitting there and going, oh, this isn't correct. You can tell me this is wrong, which is good. If you're unsure though, I'd always say when you're working with fractions, if in doubt, draw it out. So if I was to draw a picture of 3/5, I'm going to do my best to try and make a nice pizza into 5. Doesn't have to be a circle though, does it? Because we could have just drawn a rectangle. Well, I think they're 5 equal pieces-ish. I'm going to shade in 3 of them because that's what that fraction's telling me. Doesn't matter what 3, because of course each slice is roughly the same. And then I'm taking away 2/5. So I don't need to draw a picture for that because I'm getting rid of these. I've had that many slices and I'm going to get rid of those. So I'm going to get rid of 2. I'm not going to have that one. I'm not going to have that one. So actually all I've had is that piece there. So we can now see that's wrong because actually if I've only had that one piece, well, think about the picture. How many is it out of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still out of 5. So when we're subtracting with fractions, the denominators stay the same. We're not taking them away because otherwise that changes the size of the slices. And we will always make sure if it's fifths, take away fifths, we're still going to have fifths left. We might have no fifths left. You could have a scenario where you've got 3/5, take away 3/5. You'd have 0/5 or just a 0. But the important thing is the denominator stays the same. So if we're just looking at the numbers up here, so 3 out of 5 and 2 out of 5. 3 take away 2 is our 1 and our fifths stay the same. It might also be good practice to put those denominators in first because then you're not going to make a silly mistake. If we have a look at another one, I'll do something out of 7ths. So we can see here nice and clearly I've got 4/7 and I'm going to take away 2/7. And again, I could draw a picture. If in doubt, draw it out and then cross off the ones you don't need. But I know if I've got 4, I'm going to take away 2 of them. So I'm actually left with 2. And they're 7ths. So denominator stays the same. We subtract the numerators. If you're unsure, draw them out. I think it makes good practice anyway to draw them out whether you know it or not. Because all you're doing is just proving you have an understanding mathematically of what's going on. So 3 questions for you to try. We have got some denominators with larger numbers, but that's fine. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, let's check for some answers. Hopefully you were patient and you were drawing them out, because you could have some quite nice drawings really. They don't have to be detailed, they just have to be accurate. So into 4 pieces, we've had 3 to start with. We're taking away 2 of those pieces, so I'm going to cross them out. Of course, if you use colours, it looks a bit nicer as well. So actually, we've only had 1 out of 4 there, or 1/4. So hopefully you checked that one. Hopefully you drew it out. Oh, interesting scenario here where we've got our 7ths, and we just work with some 7ths. You could still draw them out if I'm really patient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just enough room. Because drawing rectangles is just the easier way. So I've had 3 of them. Doesn't matter what 3 I've had, but I'm going to make my life easy and just have the first 3. And then I should have 4 left, because then that would be 7/7, or 1 whole. So that's what I'm starting with. I'm then subtracting. I'm taking away 3 of them. Don't want that one, don't want that one, don't want that one. So actually, I've got 0/7. Or, be really impressed, or equal to, I guess you could say, is if you just said 0. There's nothing there. There's nothing out of 7. Here we've got larger denominators, but hopefully, again, just be really patient, draw them out if you need to. But I've got 8, I'm going to take away 6. So I'm going to actually put my denominator in first. And then 8 take away 6 is 2. So we should have 2 out of 12. So what I'd like you to do is create some of your own questions. Choose your own denominators, choose your own numerators. Just make sure the starting fraction has a bigger numerator than the following fraction. You might also have a really big starting fraction and you might subtract one fraction, you might even subtract another one. So you can really create your own questions. Make sure that first one is larger so you've got enough to take away. Because we don't want to be getting in a situation where we can go to 0, but we don't want to go below 0. We don't want to go into negative. So, bigger starting fraction, especially for the numerator. Denominators will be the same, of course. And then just choose another one, draw it out, and then work it out.